What is happening? What is this video? Well, let me tell you. 1000 is back at it again with another battle, the final battle. He is doing, or has been doing, these artist battle videos recently. I was part of one of them, has been a winner in each of them, and 1000 is going to do a competition, so I'm taking part. The first thing to do was to jump on a call and see what it was that we had to do.
We're going to be redesigning album covers.
And what the 3 different prompts were going to be.
Let's bust out the wheels of doom.
Date range, 1995 to 1999. Music genre, rock. Random item, chain. So let's find out which rock music artists created albums in that era. So I've just finished the call. What is the best tool for researching in this technological era that we are living in? Let me tell you. It's ChatGPT. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Green Day! Oh, Oasis. Radiohead, yes! I know, I think I want to do Radiohead. Nirvana, Pearl Jam. There's a lot. What are they going to do? I feel like everyone's going to put their A game into this. So I'm wondering what else I can do. Going to be a hard decision. I'm just going to think about it. I'm going to research a little bit more. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's go. So the album cover that I've chosen is Radiohead, 1995. They released the Benz album. I'm actually quite excited about it because I've always sort of seen that album cover as... But you know why? You know why I had that feeling? It's because I never researched about it. Why did they do that? What does it mean? Well, let me tell you. Radiohead took off very early on. And they got thrown into stardom. And so they felt very alienated. And this is what most of the tracks are about. And this is what the theme of the album is about. And so essentially they chose this mannequin head to kind of make people feel like it's not real. People can't relate to it. And that totally relates to putting someone on a pedestal and they're no longer a human anymore. It's kind of like people see them as an object. Ooh, it's just so visual. It's such a great theme, and actually it made me appreciate the album cover. And yeah, I'm really excited to get going, so let's do that. So I had a look at some records, focusing on layout and typography. I listened to the track a bunch of times, and had a look online as well, for even more visuals and music-based imagery for inspiration. And then it was time to sketch. Focusing on alienation and putting someone on a pedestal and seeing how I might fit chain in there until I had a direction I was pretty happy with. So, let's get started. Starting off with a loose sketch, I got the rough layout down and focused on light and shade. Just so I could really see what would work and what should go where. I really liked this figure from my sketching, but also knew that I wanted to play with what the figure could be, as I did have a diver in my mind, so I knew I wanted to play around with that when it came to it, but for right now, I wanted to focus on the background and get the clouds just right. Doing this and working on another video for 1000 is such a dream. He was one of the first art YouTubers I discovered when looking online for videos on how to do large-scale murals. So he's been such a huge inspiration of mine, pretty much from when I started to really take illustration seriously. So taking part in this shoe battle was so surreal. And I did not for 1 second think that I would win the vote and win everyone's shoes. But because I did, I'm gonna put them up for auction to raise money for charity. I think it's a good opportunity to do something good. I'll be putting up an unboxing video and announcing it there, and also announcing it on my Instagram. So do stay tuned if you want to get your hands on these incredible pieces of art. Let's get back to it. So I had to test out what an actual diver figure could look like, and I do think it's kind of cool, but I also feel it took away from the ethereal, esoteric vibe the other one had, so I went back to it. Linking it with the original album cover, I made it into a crash test dummy type figure, adding details that made sure it didn't look human, to really stay true with the theme and the narrative of the original design. Making it an object and not a person. I really like this texture and I want to use it more. I've only done it a handful of times. I really enjoy the vibe it brings, and actually one of them is my favourite print, so I really got to use it more. Talking of prints, I do have a new print drop of this design that's now available, and I'm also working on a yin yang falcon print from my shoe design, so do stay tuned for that. So the idea and the narrative of this is to show this figure being launched into space or stardom. I went very literal with it, a simple yet bold image that really showed what they were singing about in their tracks. In some ways, this could be a risk for the competition to keep it simple, but I really wanted to treat it as if Radiohead themselves asked me to do it. And so I just kind of wanted to make what I think I would make, if this was a real commission. So we'll see if this is a risk or not. Because I'm up against some serious competition, I felt like I should push it a little bit more and not just do a cover. So I worked on the back cover. Inspired by one of my sketches, I did this thing with kind of a squiggle. I included logos that they have on their original album just to keep it authentic. And also, when I was playing around with layers before, I came across a happy accident and realised that this could be used for a lyric sleeve, so I made one of those as well. As well as a miniature icon for the sticker of the vinyl itself. And without further ado, here it is. I also wanted to create some really cool 3D visuals, but as I'm not a 3D artist, I sent my stuff to Keo Match, who's a good friend of mine, to create some 3D visuals, and here they are. Do check out the battle on 1000's channel if you haven't already, to watch it and also to vote on a winner in his community tab. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much to my patrons and to any of you who are subscribed. It really means a lot. Sending good vibes, and I'll catch you on the next one.